This is Loren Moss. I'm here with Eduardo Alameida, the new CEO for Latin America for Unisys, if I'm correct.
That's correct, Loren.
Great. Well, thank you for your time today. And Unisys, part of your role as the chief for Latin America also includes the Caribbean. And I wanted to ask you, you know, in the Caribbean, people usually think about tourism, which is great, but there's a lot going on. There's a lot of banking concerns down there, both native, home-based Caribbean, but also a lot of the global players have operations down there, insurance, outsourcing. Where has the growth been? Where has Unisys seen the growth in the Caribbean region specifically?
Well, absolutely. The Caribbean represents a huge opportunity for a company like Unisys. We've been seeing a lot of investments, Loren, from the public sector industry. We are seeing countries investing in border security, investing in on cybersecurity to make sure that they are protected against digital threats. So we are basically talking about public sector, country transformation initiatives, border protection, and of course cybersecurity strategies.
Great. And so tell me about Unisys' presence in the Caribbean. I know Unisys has been in the Caribbean for a long time. A lot of global companies overlook it because they see a lot of tiny little different countries, but then the Caribbean as a whole actually adds up to quite a bit. So tell me about Unisys' footprint in the Caribbean.
Absolutely.
And your background there.
Well, we consider north of Colombia as Caribbean as well. So we are partially in Caribbean from here. We are also in Mexico. We are present in Costa Rica, and we do support the businesses of our clients in all over the countries in the Central America region. As a matter of fact, we are working with some other countries in the region to provide some more sustainable technologies to prevent crimes, as I mentioned in the beginning. And some of those countries, they are right in the spot, like you said. So they are smaller countries that they have some controls in terms of immigrations, better controls, and we are providing some intelligent database for them to analyze the visitors and have the background check.
Great, and it's interesting because you see that the fiber connectivity in the Caribbean region, places like Trinidad and Tobago have, I think,
that's
6
the case.
International fiber links, and so it's really a growth market. You know, they have business in things like petroleum, you have banking, you have financial services. In other countries, you have things like mining and extractive industries, and obviously tourism is big, and that's something where there's a big need for connectivity, anywhere from hotels to the port infrastructure. Where do you see, when you look at the global clients and companies that maybe say we need to consider the Americas, when would you say, and of course Unisys is not a real estate advisory firm, but when you look at the Latin American region and the Americas region as a whole, what are the competitive advantages that you see that make companies look and consider saying, hey, maybe we ought to set up operations or shared services or even consider an outsourcing relationship to the Caribbean region? Yes,
absolutely. So, yes, in fact, there is a historical understanding that the Caribbean region is only, beautiful coast, blue ocean, white sand, and paradise place. Yes, it is indeed, but it's not only that, right? So when we talk about hospitality, for instance, the number of hotels, high category of hotels that we have in the region, all the diverse in the economy with new services, very services-oriented economies. When you see, the mining, as we talked about, the oil, of course, represent a big opportunity. But there's something else. Why should companies like ours invest in the Caribbean? Well, I told about the economy already, but there's something else. When you see the population, it's a young population. They have all the requirements to adopt advanced technologies, to leapfrog from the old world to the new digital era, leveraging technologies. They are also democracies, so they're established democracies, and their economies, Loren, are pretty much growing. So we are seeing a lot of growth across the region, the Caribbean region, and it represents a good opportunity. From a cultural standpoint, we also realize that Caribbean population, they are very early adopters in using technologies. So if you see, like you said, in Trinidad and Tobago, the broadband penetration, fiber optics, being implemented in different countries, fiber to the home technology being implemented, video streaming. So you see also the service providers, the utilities companies, they are really investing in in making more popular the new technologies. And just to finalize another point, the Internet of Things are also becoming very present, to manage the pipes in the industry, in the oil industry, to manage transmission and control systems there. So for us, as a solutions provider, we have a huge opportunity. Therefore, we are investing significantly in the Caribbean region.
So for other large global companies that are considering maybe going into the Caribbean and that have some fear about our service providers going to be able to support us here, Unisys does have the presence there to support those enterprise clients that decide to invest in the Caribbean region.
We definitely have. We definitely have. So I was in Puerto Rico maybe a month ago, I guess, last month. You all know that Puerto Rico suffered with a natural disaster there. However, when you go there and you see, how live is the society and how they are coming up stronger from this disaster, you do realize that there is such a huge opportunity for companies like ours to be present, not only present as we are, but to invest even more and expand our presence in those countries. So yes, we, Unisys, have presence in different countries, and we are ready to support their business there.
Great. Puerto Rico is a beautiful, beautiful island. I've been there. It's one of my favorite places.
It is.
Yeah, certainly. So, and best wishes to the people down there, and they're up there. We're south of there, in their recovery. Eduardo, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. It was my pleasure.
Absolutely.
Thank you.